You know where you were last night when Angel Reese added to her trophy case and her GOAT resume. I think now with a title at LSU and a title in the Unrivaled League, now at the professional ranks, her GOAT resume is starting to really build.
Yeah, I don't know where I was when I heard the news, but can we be honest about it? That wasn't even the biggest thing that happened in basketball last night. Did you see Tracy Morgan's vomit? Now, you thought I got sick having to watch NBA basketball. I mean, Morgan looked like the Family Guy.
Fuck that.
Vomit. Did you remember when the family just vomits all together? Brian, Meg,
Yeah.
Lois, Peter Griffin, all of them. I mean, he looked like a vomit hydrant. I actually thought that was more notable, a bigger story, and certainly more entertaining than anything I saw, which was very little of Unrivaled. Yeah.
So Tracy Morgan's vomit, a bigger
Ugh.
deal than Angel
Ugh.
Reese adding another ring to her finger. You don't think Angel Reese over FaceTime wasn't, doing this,
Ugh.
over Face? She didn't even attend the game. That's
Well,
how.
you know,
So, I didn't know. Well, I did know, but I didn't pay attention once again that Angel Reese didn't attend the game. The whole Unrivaled situation, I didn't even pay attention to that. So, when I watched Unrivaled and they got their championship, I saw it on Twitter and they're making a big old deal about Angel Reese being on FaceTime. How do you not show up to the Unrivaled championship game? I didn't understand that at all. I would expect her to be there. I'm not sure where she could have been going. You would think that she would be there, and you would think Unrivaled would want her to be there. So very odd, but let's continue.
Insignificant this is.
well, now that I think about it, Jason, I think that's the reaction that many people had to not her winning the award. Congratulations for whatever that's worth. And by the way, with the way they shoot, isn't everybody really the defensive player of the league in that league anyway? But I do think.
I do. Hold on, Steve. Can we play the clips of all those missed layups? Wow. Because I think this is how she got Defensive Player of the Year, by lowering her own shooting percentage.
Yeah.
No one defends Angel Reese better.
They got my dog Stat Stuffer on here. Shout out to my dog Stat Stuffer.
than Angel Reese. Go ahead, Steve. I'll cut you off.
Yeah, no. If the Republic of China ever needs to renovate the Great Wall that they have, I would contract her. I mean, she'd be on the front line laying those things. But anyway, what you spoke about, how they are now.
I mean, I don't even want to get into it. Let's just continue.
Trying to make this into Dennis Rodman during his prime, winning Defensive Player of the Year in the NBA. I think has a lot of people, reacting like Tracy Morgan last night. It's just too much. This is basically a summer league. It's an intramural league. It's an extracurricular activity that could bring a few bucks to these poor working ladies. But to make this into more than what it is, but again, the standards you set for somebody, that's what you think of them.
I'm laughing like they playing a whole Stat Stuffer highlight or low light lyric.
That
like
we
what?
feel like we owe women, and it's like if we just weren't so sexist and misogynistic, Angel Reese would be playing right alongside LeBron James. If women had been allowed to develop on the basketball court for the last 150 years, Angel Reese would already be in the NBA. She'd be making millions of dollars. I will say this though, for this league, and I don't know who financed it, George Soros or whoever, but each one of the ladies on the team, they got a $50,000 check. They got a $50,000 check for winning a Gus Macker 3. Do you know what a Gus Macker is? Did they have that out in California? The Gus Macker 303.
But the famous tournament, that's one of those famous tournaments they had back on the East Coast, and $50,000 is nothing to sneeze at, given the fact that the average American salary is what, $47,000? I mean, that's a pretty good living.
Yeah.
And how long did they do this? There's only a couple of months. Just to veer off into something.
Look, Unrivaled was 14 games. Unrivaled Basketball League was 14 games. right? The thing with Unrivaled that is a little bit off is this. You had two girls who play in the Unrivaled championship game that had nothing to do with the Rose BC. Nothing to do with them. Or I think they played in the playoffs too. They had nothing to do with this team. Not that that helped them win, but I mean, you get fresh legs. You got in a defensive player, someone who went 4 for 6 from the field. The game before that, she went and played very good. Then you got girls playing on multiple teams and just switching. The rosters never stayed solid. You had girls leaving. Girls didn't want to play. But the main thing is, Angel Reese, why was she not at the Unrivaled championship game? A lot of people are talking about Angel Reese's wrist being a fake injury. Look, guys, I don't know. I showed the clip where, I think she got hurt. At the same time, she wasn't having the best game, so I can see where everybody's coming from. And she just got named the second team all Unrivaled, so I get where you guys are coming from with that. She's going to sit. We're not going to play her. She already won this. They gifted her Defensive Player of the Year, which I don't agree with. And then I don't agree with the second team all Unrivaled. And I wasn't going to react to this, but let's talk about it, man. The Unrivaled League is not getting respect from a lot of people. Calling this a championship and the way they celebrated it and how they're trying to make it a big deal. They're trying to stare this narrative that Angel Reese has a championship now as a pro, and now she has one in college, and they're trying to make her sound like she's some all-time great. Come on, man. Stop the BS. A lot of people are seeing right through that stuff. Stop. Now you guys are going to start losing credibility for things like that. Gifting her second team and defensive player. Like, come on. We understand that you guys need Angel Reese's fans to try to make some type of movement in Unrivaled, which I got the ratings for Unrivaled. I got a bunch of things. They're talking about ticket sales. They're talking about jersey sales. $1 million in ticket sales. How the fuck? How did you do $1 million in ticket sales? There's 44 games played. I don't get that. And Jason's right. Look, I'm not here to discredit Rose BC. They got a championship. That's great. How much does that mean? How much does that mean, honestly? 7-minute quarters. You guys are winning games on free throws. We're calling Chelsea Gray. She has game winners. Those aren't game winners. Skylar Diggins, those aren't game winners. That's just a bucket to finish the game, which could be a free throw. That's not a game winner. So everything that they're trying to put out, they're saying that Unrivaled grew and accumulatively like something, 1 million, something followers, combining all the girls' social media accounts. Like, how are you going to combine the girls' social media accounts and count that as Unrivaled's growth? So that means that everybody who talked about Unrivaled, anybody on Twitter, anybody on TikTok who talked about Unrivaled, you guys should be thanking them as well then. I don't know. For a lot of people, this is not a good look because they watched Unrivaled. They watched all of Angel's games. And for you guys to credit Angel how you're trying to credit it and trying to pop your shit on X and Twitter about how Angel Reese, pretty much did her thing in Unrivaled. Her stats, she was ranked like 16th, right? In Unrivaled. Then she led the league in turnovers and personal fouls. One thing, Angel, Angel's fans, we need you. We need Angel Reese. We need everybody. If we're gonna grow this game, good or bad, you guys keep on hyping up Angel, whatever the case is. We need it. But I don't know about the Defensive Player of the Year award, and I definitely don't know how much that championship means. The league was supposed to be the top 30 players in the WNBA. That's not the top 30 players. That's not the top 30 players, bro. That's not the top 30 players. Let's continue.
when these WNBA players complain about their salaries and some of them are into their six figures, I'm thinking, wait a minute, your season isn't that long and you're still making more than most people for that same time span. There has to be a little bit of nuance to this whole discussion. But, you know, look, when you look at her game, she is what she is. She is a Joakim Noah type of player. She's going to rebound. She's going to be somewhat physical. She's not going to be very...
Don't, first off, don't ever disrespect, what's his name? No, Keem. Sorry, I was looking at something. Who did he just say? It just ticked me off. Yeah, don't ever disrespect Joakim Noah. Ever. Angel Reese is not on that level. Look, guys, I don't know what it is. Something about Angel Reese. I feel like her fans are a part of the problem because blowing up a WNBA, an Unrivaled championship like this, and now everybody's like Unrivaled, Angel Reese this, Angel Reese that. Like, guys, did you watch the game or did you just go to Twitter and start tweeting because you saw that they won the championship? She didn't even play in the game. And you guys are saying it would have been it would have been worse for the other team if she played in the game. I don't know, because we talked about it, man. Outraged Stevens was balling. And then, you know what I also want to say is this. There's a point where Azrae didn't play, and Angel Reese was playing a full game pretty much for like 3 or 4 games with Azrae on the bench. So most of these girls you're seeing playing 9, 11 minutes, 16, 14 minutes, max maybe. Angel Reese playing 17, 19 minutes. You know, most girls average 9, 8, 7 minutes a game, 11 minutes, max 12 minutes. I don't know, man. I look at the stats and I just think that if I'm going to respect this league, let's call it fair. You know, if Angel Reese got Defensive Player of the Year and I saw that she was doing shit and locking shit up and doing all this, and hey, okay, she deserves it. If she got second team all Unrivaled, she is not better than Dearica Hamby. There's a lot of girls that we could talk about. I just have to break down the stats. Tiffany Hayes. Who else was balling out there? A lot of girls, man. I just saw she's 6th on that list. Like, I don't know about that, man. I really don't. So, I think we're done here, man. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to what is this dude's name? Kim, Mr. Kim. And that's all I got, you know. There's nothing really. I don't know, man. They're trying to push this Unrivaled thing a lot, and I'm just like, I don't see it. I don't see what everyone is seeing. I don't see it. I go back to this here. How do we have a whole highlight reel? How does she get second team with all of these misses and layups and all of these lowlights? It's all over the internet. How?
Shooting percentage. Yeah. No one defends Angel Reese better than Angel Reese. Go ahead, Steve. I'll cut you off.
Yeah, no, if the Republic of China...
No one defends Angel Reese better than Angel Reese.
The Great Wall that they have, I would contract her. I mean, she'd be on the front line laying those things. But anyway, what you spoke about, how they are now trying to make this into Dennis Rodman during his prime, winning Defensive Player of the Year.
That is fucking NBA. Terrible. And then it's not like her rebounds are contested rebounds.
Prime winning Defensive Player of the Year in the NBA. I think has a lot of people. Well,
I saw her getting away with locking arms, multiple offensive fouls. The ref's not calling anything.
Acting like Tracy Morgan last night. It's just
moving screens all over the place.
A summer league is an intramural league. It's an extracurricular activity that could bring a few bucks to these poor working ladies. But to make this into more than what it is... Look how
disappointing you just made this lady right here. She put her hand up for you, thinking that you're going to make a layup. And she puts her hand down. Oh, fuck. Then she's going to get up and stand up thinking you're going to make some shit. And then you disappointed her again.
But to make this into more than what it is... But again, the standards you set for somebody that's what you think of them.
It's, I'm telling you, this debt that we feel like we owe women, and it's like,
Then they're talking about Lisa Leslie, hire her as the GM of the Chicago Sky. Are you guys delusional? Are you? Lisa Leslie could work with Angel Reese for a year. That doesn't change her basketball IQ. That doesn't change her body control. She has to get in control of her body, stop flopping all over the place, be strong, physical, right? And learn how to land off of a layup. You need to do footwork. You need to jump rope. You need to do basic agility work, like literally. I'm not raving over a championship game that you didn't play in. I'm not. I can't do it. So, let me know what you guys think. I don't know what channel this is going on. It's going on one of them. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.